So one of the things is when you're starting to decide about what kind of juicer to buy, there's so many, again, on the market. I tend to use resources that are brand names and that are commercial uses, so that, because I know that I'm going to use it on a really fast-paced, regular basis. Whereas if you're just going to go to, Target or something, using a juicer, it might not be as a higher grade as, say, something else. This is like a medium line juicer. Generally now juicers are going to be anywhere from a couple $100 to several $100. It just depends on how crazy you want to go. So when we start doing the juice, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have a base. And most of the time I like to use collard greens or kale. The collard greens and kale are really, really excellent with a lot of vitamins and nutrients. And most of our diets, when we go out to eat at a restaurant, we're eating iceberg lettuce. Maybe we're lucky and we might get a mixed Michelin salad. But most of the time, we're not really getting the kind of ingredients that we might have gotten before years ago, because those soils have changed and everything else. So dark green is always the goal. So you want to start out by just basically folding, and you just kind of scrunch it in there, grabbing a little bit. You're going to turn it on, and you're just pushing it down. You start to notice the juice comes out very, very green. You're just going to start to taste how the difference is from when it's really green and then when we add the sweetness to it. Actually, Lynn, can I get you to run the fridge in the bottom drawer, and there's apples. Just grab me a couple apples. I forgot to bring them out. That'd be awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so from here, again, we add and there's not a whole lot of green, so you can see that this is a time-consuming process. So what you like to, when I like to do this, I kind of use this as a meditation time to really think about what my thoughts are, putting positive thoughts into the food, so that as you're nourishing yourself, you're really thinking of creating a positive, loving experience for yourself. The other thing is when we just go from here, where are my cups? Here we go. So we're going to sample different pieces of it just so you can see how dark it is and really how the difference is when we add the other components. So we're going to kind of, so when you first taste it, you can first look at the smell, or smell it, and look at the color. And for the most part, you're tasting a little bit of the bitterness. Mm-hmm. For most people, this is intense, okay? This is like, I don't know if I like this. So we add more. So one of the things that's great to add is celery. So again, we turn our juicer on.